Hey, what's up everyone? Today it's the Relentless Reviewer and I am here reviewing something a little different. I'm doing old games now for a bit because honestly there haven't been that many great games I've been looking to review. So today I'm going to be reviewing Mass Effect 1. This game is amazing.
We face extinction. A rogue soldier leads an unstoppable force across the galaxy, and only you stand in his way.
Don't you understand? Everyone you know and love, everyone, you will all die.
Let's finish this!
Join us. Is submission not preferable to extinction?
Can you hold them off?
There's too many! I don't think we can hold them!
I'm sorry, Ash. I had to make a choice.
I understand.
Now, one of the things that made Mass Effect 1 for me so amazing was its story, and like any of the other Mass Effect games, it is there. BioWare does a fantastic job. You can customize, of course, Commander Shepard, a character who, even though his last name is the same, the way you can personalize his traits, where he comes from, his background, what he's good at, if he's a biotic, a soldier, someone who's ruthless, someone who's kind, a paragon, a renegade shepherd, whatever you want, it is all there, and that's all for you to choose from. That's amazing to begin with. The characters in Mass Effect 1 are also spectacular. I mean, considering, I'm not going to name any of them here because there's too many, but really, the characters in Mass Effect 1 you really care about, you really want to know more about them, and what BioWare did that was so amazing for me in particular, maybe this is more about the trilogy itself, but it got you so interested in these characters' history, what they've done in the past, their races, just how the history of the galaxy in general in that game is portrayed, I think is amazing, and considering the fact that usually video game players aren't that interested in such an invested story and such an invested history, I think that goes to show how well BioWare really did these characters justice. Technically, the game coming from 2007 actually looks amazing. I mean, again, yes, obviously today, compared to Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3, the game doesn't look nearly as good, but when you consider a game coming out in 2007, it looks way better than Halo 3, Gears of War 1. I mean, wow, the game looks incredible from 2007. Really, just look at the graphics in itself. It looks more like a game made in 2009 than in 2007. It was pretty well ahead of its time. BioWare really knew how to put down the graphics for this game. Now, the game took me, I'd say, about 10 to no, I'd probably say 12, 13 hours to beat the game. Now, unfortunately, Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3 are way longer compared to Mass Effect 1, which kind of makes it look a little stale in terms of length for a single-player campaign. But, I mean, hey, you've got games out there like Call of Duty or Darkness 2 that only give you 6-hour campaigns. So, considering that, even though it's a little disappointing the length of the campaign, I still think it's a pretty solid length, and considering you have 2 other games to play as well, that's certainly not bad. One of the minor gripes I have about the game is the exploring of planets in Mass Effect 1 in particular. Now, I don't know, there's something about it that I just didn't find that exciting. It was a little boring, to be honest, and I think it took away from the game because when those missions came up, I don't know, there was something about it that kind of bored me. I kind of wanted to get it over with and continue on to the next mission or the next part of the game. And honestly, it wasn't that difficult. I mean, as long as you sort of have an understanding of how to fire the thing and how to take out some of the enemies in the game, you should get past those parts just fine. And honestly, they were kind of useless in the game. So overall, with the game, considering the graphics, the amazing music, the incredible story, the incredible ending, the amazing characters, the solid, if glitchy, a little bit combat system, I mean, some of the length of the campaigns, you could argue, is not very good, and just considering some of the missions and the exploration, I think it deserves a 9 out of 10. I mean, the game is not perfect by any means, but I'm telling you, I got lucky when I got lucky when I picked up this game. This game was almost out of stock completely, and they're not making any more Mass Effect 1 copies. So if you have a chance to pick up this game, do so. I'm telling you, it's going to be worth it. Go pick up Mass Effect 1. So that's another show of Relentless Reviews. I am your host, as always, Joshua Englander. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, and favorite the review if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, everybody.